This video, A Call for Life, breaks the silence surrounding the rising crisis of youth suicide in the Steel City. It showcases how Jamshedpur's Jeevan model is fighting back using the power of active listening. Suicide is a silent global emergency. With over 727,000 annual deaths globally, it is the third leading cause of death for youth aged 15 to 29. In India, the national suicide rate is 12.3 per lakh, representing a 27% increase over the last decade. The shadow over youth is deepening, with 13,892 student lives lost in 2023. The student suicide rate is growing twice as fast as the general population demographic, driven by factors like exam pressure, family expectations, and relationship struggles. Jamshedpur, the Steel City, is ground zero for this crisis. In 2025 alone, 110 of 131 cases were youth under 45, with 16 students lost explicitly to exam stress. The need for intervention is urgent. The anatomy of silence illustrates how academic pressure and financial strain combine with the fear of log kya kahenge, societal expectations, to create immense psychological isolation. This isolation, when unvoiced, tragically results in a crisis. In 2006, Dr. Mahavir Ram, witnessing Jamshedpur's crisis, became a visionary for change. He established Jeevan, evolving from a small library room to a dedicated suicide prevention center, rooted in the belief that no one should be so alone that they cannot see a path forward. The catalyst metaphor compares the struggle to a drowning swimmer who cannot ask for help, and the befriender to a coach who reads the silent signs of distress. Jeevan's approach teaches people to recognize the silence and dive in. The Jeevan approach differs from traditional intervention. Its objective is emotional release through a safe, confidential space. The method is active listening, no advice, no prescriptions, and no interruptions. The stance is radically non-judgmental and empathetic. The architecture of a safety net is built on CARE, compassion, acceptance, respect, and empathy. These four pillars ensure unconditional support, upholding the dignity, and seeing the world through the caller's eyes. Today, Jeevan operates with 27 trained volunteers, offering phone calls, face-to-face visits, and emails. The core service remains no advice, just listening, which has successfully saved over 700 lives since 2021, supported by continuous medical oversight. Jeevan is proactively breaking the stigma in the community. Through school workshops, walkathons, and mental health day initiatives, they are transitioning society from a reactive stance to a proactive ecosystem of emotional support. A voice of survival perfectly sums up Jeevan's impact. I called. I had nothing to say. I just cried. But the person on the other side didn't interrupt. They just listened patiently. That silent support made me realize I wasn't alone. Looking to the policy horizon, Jeevan's work serves as a blueprint for a national policy shift, echoing the Supreme Court's mandate for mandatory counselors in educational institutions. True prevention requires both community volunteers and systemic support. Suicide prevention is everyone's responsibility, requiring an integrated cycle of action. This includes individual action, like asking, "Are you okay?" Community intervention through organizations like Jeevan, and societal shifts in policy and awareness. Every life is precious. You are not alone. If you or someone you know needs help, please contact the Jeevan Lifeline. Talk, listen, save lives.